Good evening. Hope everyone is doing well tonight. How are you, Lisa?
I am fantastic. Coming off of a book club high from our
You know it.
fabulous weekend. And I'm just, this brings me joy. I'm excited to see and talk about everything and see people in the chat. This is what it's all about, you guys. And we wanted to do this online, a Just Us episode where we can celebrate the fifth anniversary and have a good time. So thank you for joining us. We're going to let people file into the chat. I see some of you guys are here. So
Hey.
welcome. And while you guys are coming in, um, we're going to have a couple of giveaways throughout the night. So, in order to enter the giveaway, what we'd like you to do is share a favorite book club memory in the chat and use the hashtag 5 years of FFBC for Friends and Fiction Book Club. And we say that so that we know that that comment in the chat, because we'll have comments flying up, but we'll know that it's a giveaway entry. So make sure you do the hashtag.
And
Share
just to
some of your
make
favorite memories with us, and
and just to
we'll
be clear, 5 years is spelled out or the numeral.
spelled out
Okay, so
FIVE.
everybody, it's FIVE years of FFBC to
And
enter.
I will put the hashtag in the chat right
Oh,
now
good idea.
so that you guys can see it.
And while
And
she's doing that, I'm gonna
oh
let you
yeah.
guys in on a little secret.
Uh-oh. She's
Um,
going rogue.
Yeah, I'm going rogue because I've decided that I'm going to be the prop master for the evening, and that
What?
at random times throughout the evening I'm going to just pop up with a prop.
Oh my
And Lisa
gosh.
has to figure out where it's from, and I'll give you an example as we're
And
going through the
Lisa has no
evening.
idea that this is happening.
See, I'm not the surpriser usually, but
Well,
let's just take this as an
actually,
example. Hmm?
it's a good thing I'm not drinking alcohol tonight.
You will be by the time I'm done.
I'm drinking a mocktail in your honor, raspberry lemon sparkling water.
All right,
So this is my
awesome.
I'm on okay. Woo,
All right,
I'm getting hot here.
Lisa,
What's happening?
where is this from?
Oh, those are the glasses that we got when we had the followers by Brady Godfrey. Is that oh yay.
Ding,
See, I
ding,
was afraid.
ding. You are correct, ma'am.
Yay! Those were cute glasses. Oh my gosh, I might be horrible at this, but at least I can
So just be prepared,
be
because you
prepared.
never know what's going to happen.
Run. So I remember we were in Greenville and we had Flat Ron at the bar with us to take a happy hour photo before we met Ron in person. I loved the Flat Ron and the Flat Kristen, the Flat Fab Four. We had all the flats.
We had all the flats, but anyway, that's how the prop master thing. It's just for fun. If you can think of where the
Yeah.
prop came from, just put it in the chat as we go
Yeah,
along.
I might need some help, y'all. Brenda's testing me. Well, I see that people are already starting to share some of their comments and their favorite book club memories with the hashtag 5 years of FFBC. So we'll definitely pull those throughout the night. We might share some. And then also, when we have our two giveaway, or I don't remember how many we have, but we'll definitely pick them for the giveaways throughout the night. So to kick things off outside of the prop master surprise, um, we're celebrating 5 years of the Friends and Fiction official book club with Brenda and Lisa. So we thought it would be cool we're asking you guys to share your favorite book club memories or just a favorite book club memory. But since the magic number is 5, Brenda and I came up with collectively our 5 top memories. And in no particular order, it's really hard to narrow things down, but they're just 5 standout moments over the last 5 years for us that were very memorable. So, do you want to go with the first one? PB? Oh, that's another memory. We have
Oh, I
too many
know.
memories.
We didn't even think about that one. Well, the first one I'm gonna say is the first day we met in person in real life after as COVID was continuing. It was at a bookstore south of Atlanta, and we also
Mhm.
met Christy Woods and Harvey in person.
It was for her launch of, was it, what was it? Under the Southern Sky, I
It
think.
was Under the Southern Sky.
Yeah. And I just remember Brenda was my first person that I met during like my real friend that I like loved. And it was the first time I met someone during COVID for the first time in real life. And it was like my initial reaction was to run and hug her when we've
But
been
she
so sheltering in place and we weren't touching, and everybody had masks and the sanitizer and all the things. You guys remember the hell we went through during all that. And it was like for just a second, all of that went away. And I like hugged Brenda, even though we had masks. And I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have hugged her. And I was just like, ah, and we were outside. And Christy was there and she had on a mask. And it was just like, ah,
Oh no,
I
she's crying
remember that
already. We
well.
have four
No,
more.
I'm not crying
Oh, okay.
actually. There's a
Okay,
little.
I was getting worried.
Well, I didn't. If I turn my camera off, you guys know my trick now. When I disappear, it's usually because I'm boo-hooing.
Okay, Lisa, what about you? Number two.
So the second memory, I'll have to say, was our trip to New York. It was amazing because it was both of our first trip to New York ever. And we went for the Zibby Awards, which was awesome. And we ended up winning Best Virtual Book Club. But I think the fondest memory outside of all of it, it was a whirlwind weekend, but being able to meet our New York girls in person at a Halloween brunch was amazing. We spent the day with the New York ladies, and that was so much fun. I did not want to leave New York.
Me neither.
Um,
Too much.
that was a really fun memory.
It was for me too. It was almost like I couldn't believe they were real, and yet they were familiar and
Mhm.
and they were friends and we just sat around and talked forever.
So I have a question. Michelle asks if she wants to know, she's asking me if you were the first person I met from Friends and Fiction. So I already knew Kristen. We've been friends since like 2009. But the first person from the Friends and Fiction family that I met in person was Mary Kay Andrews. And then Brenda was my second. Well, I met Brenda and Christy on the same day, was the second person from the Friends and Fiction family. What about you, Brenda? Who was the first Friends and Fiction person that you met in real life?
I'm I'm almost certain it was Christy that day. It was Christy that
Yeah.
day, and I will forever remember it because she was, of course, not knowing we were coming because it was still up in the air because of all the COVID stuff. And we walked in late because the traffic was just horrible. And she was in the middle of a sentence and up on the stage talking about her novel. And she said, Brenda's here. Brenda's here. And I was like, oh, she actually knows who I am. It was so weird.
That was so funny. That was
Like,
that
I
is a
didn't
great
think she
memory.
would recognize me or whatever.
I want to share some of these so far that have come in the chat.
Okay.
Um, there's some great ones. Anne says, both trips to meet all of the Friends and Fiction ladies in New Jersey. So blessed to meet and see them multiple times with my best book friends I've met in this group. And then Leslie said the best time was the whole weekend in Atlanta this past weekend for the anniversary
Hey,
weekend.
Leslie.
And um, Mary says her favorite book club memory was our meetup in New York City, and we were nominated for the Zibby Award. And then there was one, oh, Diane says, I love when the surprise guests drop in, especially the Fab Four ladies. And Rhonda says her favorite was the birthday surprise for Lisa and the crazy wigs Brenda was wearing.
The what?
Remember when you had all the crazy wigs? Kind of like you were a prop master that night,
Oh
too.
yeah,
You kept
that was
changing
not a
wigs.
streamed live moment.
That was funny. Oh,
Oh, that's
keep them
funny.
coming, guys. Keep them coming. What's the next memory, PB?
Well, and we're going to have a collective five. We pretty much agreed on, all of them with some variations on number four. But anyway, the next one for me was Friends and Fiction launch for who?
Patty Callahan,
Patty
Henry.
Callahan, Henry, and Charleston. And I believe it was the first Friends and Fiction live where they all came together,
Yeah.
and it was
Well,
so amazing
that was the first time we
because
were all together, including Mary Alice Monroe.
that's right. That's right. We were
Yeah.
all together. They had some extra time, so we got to spend some time together, help stuff bags, just laugh and have a wonderful time. And then the audience in Charleston was just fabulous. And we got a twofer because we got the Zibby retreat and then the live launch. And so that was definitely up there with me.
Oh, yeah. That was a great weekend. And it was just a bookish weekend, start from Saturday through Tuesday. And we love Charleston, Buxton Books. Um, that was amazing being able to spend the time with everyone. So yeah, that was definitely on the list for me as well. And Ron and Meg, they were there. And that was when we did karaoke in the car.
Oh, yes.
We didn't know it was going to be karaoke. We just
No,
we
it
were
was
taking a Lyft.
spontaneous karaoke.
Yeah, we happened to get into this. It was like a Uber, and it was Mary Kay Andrews, Ron, Meg, me, and Brenda. And we got into this Uber, and it just seemed like a regular Uber. And halfway through, the guy drops the shade down the visor, and this song list pops out, and he whips out this, and he's like, "Surprise! It's the Charleston karaoke car or something. I don't know." And we were in the car. I wish I could remember what song we sang. I'm sure there's video evidence of that somewhere, but that was really fun. Uh-oh. We lost Brenda.
Time for a
I-
pop-up prop.
You were cracking me up with these. Okay,
Who knows
so
what it is? Let me
that
lean in.
is Christy Woodson Harvey for Summer of Songbirds. That was the fun we had when we had her on for book club. We all wore those visors.
That's
Cute.
right. We certainly did.
That's
All right,
hilarious.
Lisa, your turn for number four.
So for number four, I think we have different stories, but the sentiment is the same.
Yes.
And it's definitely meeting members just meeting book club members in person now that the, shelter in place is lifted and we're back to normal pretty much and everything. We can go to live events, meet in person, and then have people come up to us and share their story because, we see names in the chat and we see our members online and we know some of you guys and have, you guys are all like family to us. But when people come up and share their personal stories or how reading a book that we recommended or saved them or they've discovered a new author or, for me, I had a book club member, it was like probably in 2022, the first time I met her in person. She shared that she was in the hospital during COVID and her family couldn't be there because, no one could be around people. And she was in the hospital for like 3 months and she had her iPad. I'm going to cry. She had
No,
an
well,
iPad
it's understandable. It's
and
understandable.
all she did, she said, our book club and looking at us online and the books we recommended really got her through that. And her family would bring her the books or they drop them off at the hospital. And it's just to know one person, that was alone during a scary time in their life, which was enhanced by 5 with the pandemic. Just to know that we don't know the influence or how we can affect people, but that just touched my heart. I love that book club member. I will not share any personal information, but um moments like that mean the world to us. So we love you guys. And I know
We
you have one that you probably won't cry about because I'm the
well,
crier. But I didn't cry
well,
too much this weekend. I did good, but now I'm
she
not
did
doing
well.
good.
And I won't guarantee that I won't, but I typically I'm not as much of one. But I mean, I mine was not as extreme, but as pronounced as Lisa's experience. But there were two times, the first two times this happened, I just was really not taken aback, but I was just sort of stunned because I guess I didn't realize at that point, you know, the someone at, and I won't say who, at the Kristen came through to Foxtail for an event in the auditorium, and someone hugged me tightly and said they were so delighted to meet me that they would not have gotten through that time period without us. And it happened again in Charlotte at Kristen again at Kristen's breast cancer fundraiser. And what they don't know is we were the same way. Like, these are real people who were struggling, and we were struggling. And so yes, the book club got me through COVID. So that's just was really striking to me.
Yeah. It saved us too. It gave us a purpose. It gave us
Yes,
something to focus on, something to do,
something
and
positive, and
something
to share a
positive.
love of books and reading that we had with other people. So it just struck me because it saved me so much.
Yeah. And that's how I feel like you guys have all, saved me. Like we were searching for that human connection and now we have so many memories, so many book friends, so many memories that it's hard to put it all, you know, in one thing or one memory. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, we may or may not have a little PowerPoint slideshow that can go over some of these memories that we've had over the past 5 years.
Yes, we do
So,
have a little walk down memory lane, and it's going to auto advance. So I'm
and
going to share it now.
but we want to give you a little warning. We're not going away. We're going to turn our cameras on so you can focus. It's about 8 minutes long, and that still wasn't long enough to capture how many memories we have. But this is the presentation that played at the Margaret Mitchell House Saturday night during the author signings. And we just wanted to share because we love you guys and we have so many memories. So here we
Absolutely. And I turned my camera off early. I was so
I'm
excited to
turning my
share. Okay, ready? Okay. That's a wrap for the photo show. And now
The prop master has returned.
does this ring a
Oh,
bell?
it does. That was when we had book club for coronation year. You look
Jennifer,
fabulous in your fascinator.
thank you. Thank you. I just love the netting.
I
You're doing great, Lisa. And I
I
spoiled
wanted to
the poignant
um
moment after the photo show.
I know. I love the pop-up props. Um I just wanted to comment really quickly. The slideshow was amazing and seeing all the photos and the memories, that's why we do this, for those moments. And I also wanted to share that I created Friends in Fiction book club playlist on Spotify. It's instrumental and it's what played at the party Saturday night. And I am putting that link in the chat right now. And if you guys want to listen or save it, it'd be something you listen to while you're reading. Like I said, it is instrumental, but it's more upbeat. It has some of like the Bridgerton, Queen Charlotte vibes. Um, but I put that in the chat if you would like to access it. So now, do you
I
want to
think it's,
do a, yep, what are you going to say?
I was going to say pop up giveaway.
Yes, I was too. So which
Oh,
one do you want to give away?
which one of us should do it? Um, okay, I'll do mine.
Okay. Well, you have both of them, so
Well,
I
no,
think.
you have one too,
Oh, okay.
or maybe you don't. Anyway,
We're live.
let me speak only for myself.
I
I'm
have
going to be
one. Yeah,
giving
I'm kidding. I have one.
I'm going to be giving away the Anatomy of Magic.
Yay! That is perfect for our October reading prompt, which is read a book with magic in the title. So I am going to randomly scroll. I'm not looking,
Don't look,
and I'm
don't
gonna
look.
touch. I gotta touch a comment, and the first one I touch that has the hashtag is gonna be the
Whoop.
winner. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Whoops, I touched my Spotify comment. I can't
You
win.
can't win.
Let me scroll. Oh my goodness, I'm laughing at myself. So, our first winner is, this is harder than I thought. Cindy Brown. And her memory
Cindy.
was getting to meet Mary Kay, Kristen, and Patty at their talk in Ivy Island.
Cool.
Yay!
Cindy, DM me your address and I will send the Anatomy of Magic on to you.
Yay, yay, yay. Perfect. So while we're doing that, um, shall we go on to our number 5?
Sure.
We could. I think there's no, I don't think there is a, what am I saying? Oh, I don't think
I
there's
don't
a
know.
shock as to what it is. Sorry, I'm trying to do too many things. So Yes, I don't think there's any surprise to what our number 5 will be.
No, our number 5 is our 5th anniversary this past weekend. It kind of tops it all. It had
Yay!
all of those moments in a way, and then just 5 events in 3 days. Um, every one of which was special in different ways. So we're really excited to talk to you about them tonight. And even
Yeah.
if you weren't there, as we would say, you were there because you were there all along the way.
Yes, yes, yes. Um, before we go, before we go into it, um, I think we should go ahead and bring on one of our one of
Okay,
our friends that's going to be joining us tonight.
okay, she's on the way in.
We could not have done any of this without
Hello.
Molly, our wonderful social media coordinator. Our admin team is amazing. And Amber, her internet is down. That's why I seem distracted because
Yes, we were trying
she
to
just sent
figure
a
out where she
message.
was.
She sent a message and she's trying to get on. We've had
Maybe she'll be
horrible,
on soon.
yeah, she's gonna try to get somewhere where the internet is, but we've had bad weather here and storms, so that has no internet at all.
Oh
So
no.
hopefully she will join us. But we wanted to thank you both for all the work that you've done and for keeping Brenda and I afloat. And before we jump into the memories from our incredible 5-year anniversary weekend, what was your favorite memory from the anniversary weekend in Atlanta?
I absolutely loved the main event with the panel of authors and all the members that filled the house. They filled the house, and that was amazing. It was just, and then we got a picture, and you could see all of the members just filling up the whole room. It was amazing. That was probably my favorite, just because it was everyone that could make it, and so many people did. So it was pretty
Yeah,
special.
that definitely was a highlight. I think for us that night, and we'll go through, we have a couple of photos to share. There's so many. I haven't even done my official post yet to share. I've been looking at
Me
everyone's
neither.
photos,
I've
just
Same.
done some
absorbing it
special, a
all.
couple of specialty ones.
Yeah. Um, that group photo at the end, there was close to 125 people there. And we just couldn't believe it. People came from
Oh,
all over the US. So we were so grateful and just overwhelmed in the best way. But I'm going to share a few photos. Can you see my picture?
Yes.
So, to kick off the weekend, I'm going to try to make this a little bigger. Maybe not. Okay. To kick off the weekend, we wanted to thank our hotel. We had an amazing host hotel in Le Meridian in Dunwoody, Georgia. And one of the things they did for us is we had specialty cocktails at the bar. And so there was the 5th anniversary, then there was the Friends in Fiction Book Club Dirty Martini, and you could order it the Ron way with gin or the Lisa way with vodka. And then there was the mocktail, Tale, mule. And if you ordered any one of those drinks, you could pick a free book that we gave to the bar. We had a lot of books. There were so many great books this weekend that were donated from publishers as giveaways. So it was just a nice little incentive. And we kicked off, this was Thursday night for some of the folks coming in from out of town that got there Thursday before the main events kicked off. And then Friday night, Brenda, do you want to talk about this a little bit?
Sure. Friday night was a great happy hour for our first live happy hour at the Lazy Dog restaurant in Sandy Springs. And it was just a fabulous event. The temperatures, thankfully, were a little bit lower, so we were okay on the patio, but just a room full of book lovers. We did live book recommendations. Each of us gave a signed copy of a recommended book to one of the book club members who were there. And Emily Carpenter came, talked to us for just a little bit about Gothic Town, and Christopher Swan came. And obviously, from the photos, Ron, Meg, and Mary Kay came. Um, and it was just a delightful evening. It was just so much fun. We also had a specialty cocktail and mocktail Friday night for the happy hour.
Yep, we did. And there's another picture of all of us from, well, not all of us, just from the authors. And it was nice that Mary Kay came to hang
Did
out.
did you want to mention the specialty menu item?
Yes. So one of the things, we had several things throughout the weekend that we did not know when we planned it. And it was just like little
Nuggets.
touches that we knew that we did the right thing or picked the right place. So for happy hour, when we picked this place, one of the things we did not know on the menu, they have a PB&J burger, which sounds gross to me.
I'd like to know how many of you watching would eat the PB&J burger.
Yeah, let us know in the
It
chat.
has bacon on
So
it too.
when we found that out, we were like, oh, well, we definitely have to recognize this. So we had a special giveaway and we said if anyone is willing to try the PB&J burger, we have a special gift for you. And it was a Sinner's tote with like 5 books and a nice mug in there. And we did. We had a taker.
Only
Brenda,
one though, as
well,
far as
only
we
one.
know.
Yeah. And it was was it Jennifer Barlow, right?
Yes.
She tried it and she said it wasn't bad at all. And I was like, oh, so that was a fun little nugget. And this is how we ended our first night in the hotel suite with our fabulous book club members and admin team, and my mom over here on the left. And we had
She's a
cookie
book club
cake.
member.
Yeah, she is. And this was so much fun. I miss you guys already.
I know, right?
And then the next event was the Sweet Tea Social on Saturday. It was beautiful. There was a great catered lunch and we had sweet tea and there was prosecco and there the 3 authors, Deneen Milner, Piper Hughley, and Kristen Ness were just fantastic. I think for me, of all the, I don't want to say of all the events, like they all were great, but this one was just above and beyond what I expected it to be. Like I expected it to be great, and I
Expected it
still
to
was
be
blown
fun.
away.
It
Blown
was
away.
Yeah,
wonderful.
yeah.
So good.
I, the authors were just so they just were really interesting and were told
Mhm.
some personal stories that were great, and it really was a special afternoon. And there's another nugget that came Saturday afternoon because, and we did know this before the event happened, but in case you missed it, we named our event the Sweet Tea Social, just kind of a springboard off of a high tea. Instead of a high tea, it's a sweet tea because we're in the South. And the first person we invited was Piper Hughley, who said, "Oh, did you name your event after my book, Sweet Tea?" And we were like, "Oh, yeah, sure we did." She knew we
I
were
had
kidding though.
no
But that
idea.
was a neat little nugget. Molly, what did you think about the Sweet Tea Social?
I thought it was amazing. I was just thinking it was going to be a casual, but it was just, it blew me. away because it just it was relaxing at the same time. The food was amazing, and then everyone being able to mingle and talk amongst themselves. It was amazing.
Yeah,
And
it
it was
really
at
was.
Poe and
And they're
Company. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, and just being able to have the authors, and they had a separate room, so like away from the bookstore. So it was nice to be able to have the authors sitting in front of us as they spoke about their books. And it was a really neat setup.
Yeah. I feel like we could have stayed there even longer than we did. It was incredible. So we want to thank Kate and the staff at Poe and Company
At
in
Poe and
Milton,
Company.
Georgia for doing this event with us. It was great. And we definitely would want to do something like that again. So thank you
Absolutely.
for
And they
that.
were so gracious.
The weekend, one of the things that we did quite a few times over the weekend was an elevator selfie. And this one was we were headed down to go enter the Margaret Mitchell house for the panel at the big event Saturday night. And it was just so cool to get everyone in the little time in the elevator. But we did several. So you'll be seeing those in my posts. I kept taking elevator selfies. But this photo right here, I think, says it all for the Margaret Mitchell house. All the smiles, all the faces. It goes all the way to the back of the room. People from California, Molly from Utah. We had Washington, D.C., New Jersey, New York, Ohio, Florida, South Carolina. I mean,
North Carolina,
North Carolina. We were
Kentucky.
just Kentucky.
Yes,
I was trying to go
Kentucky.
up that way on the coast. I was like, what's above that?
Oh no, we don't want you
Alabama.
to do that, Lisa.
Yeah, I know. Geography. I'm not a map person. But we were just blown away and we all had a great time. And it's just, I mean, I look at this now and I still pinch myself. I can't believe that that happened.
Yeah,
But
that actually happened. And the Atlanta History Center was fabulous in working with us to help make it happen.
yeah,
So we want to give them a big shout out too.
huge shout out and to Claire Haley,
Definitely.
who was our angel through all of that. And that was our lovely cake donated by Rhodes Bakery, and it was delicious.
And thanks again to Leah for that design on the logo of the Margaret Mitchell House.
And this is one of my favorite photos of the weekend of our admin team all dressed up in the Margaret Mitchell house. We had a good time. Sunday morning, we had a lovely book swap with books from Kensington Books, Zibby Publishing. We had Berkeley, Harlequin. I mean, we had so many books, and we are so thankful. And we have to give a huge shout out to Lisette House for reaching out and using her library contacts to help
Connections.
make this event just incredible. People left with books, 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 books. And
So
we also
many.
want to thank Zibby Publishing for they kind of started it off to make sure everyone would get one book
One book
from
at least,
them,
yeah.
but we had
So
a lot.
I was going to just take a poll. Molly, how many books did you come home with?
I
Yeah,
don't remember. No, it was quite a few. I had to
How about
undo the
Lisa?
extender on my,
on your suitcase.
yeah,
On
on
your
my
suitcase.
suitcase.
That's right. You barely got it closed.
Yep.
We had a couple of members FedEx their books back home to them because they didn't want to have to take them. Um, yeah, it was fantastic. And the last event of the weekend, we closed out wearing our lovely shirts to go see. It was the launch of Karen Slaughter's new book. And she was in conversation with Mary Kay Andrews. And the last event, the last photo is a group shot of us on stage with Mary Kay Andrews and Karen Slaughter. And I just can't think of a better way to end
But
such an epic weekend.
before she took the plane to New York City to be on Good Morning America, she shared with us that night.
Yeah, she was on Good Morning America the next morning, and she was great on there. If you didn't see it, you can Google it. Um, it was just incredible, and we want to thank everyone involved. We want to thank Karen and the staff at Foxtail for saving reserved seats for us and allowing us to have this moment. Um, it was just great. That was our number 5 of our 5 memories. We stretched it out some because there's a lot. Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Prop master Brenda. Okay. I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is a woodland fairy, and we have not done that. So this has to
Lisa,
be,
this is your holiday.
I know it's Halloween. Help me,
Oh
guys.
my
Chat.
gosh.
Wait. Oh, wait. No, it's St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, wait. Really?
Uh,
Ah,
oh, okay. Y'all are laughing at me in the chat. Okay.
yes, I'm sure they
5 years
are.
of memories. I'm trying. This, please tell me. And if, oh gosh, we did a picture where you wore that for the picture and with Mary Kay, and we did the St. Patrick's photo. Patrick's Day. I'm sipping my sparkling water. You told me I was going to drink before the end of this, and you may be right. One other thing this weekend that I'm not a prop master, but I'm going to hold this up. Lisette, she was a rock star this weekend too, and we've mentioned her, but she made us these amazing friendship bracelets. And oh no, one of my charms, my little martini charm. It's so pretty. It's at FFBCA, which at first I thought I wasn't sure what the A was for, but I figured it out. It's for anniversary, duh. And there's 5, and it has a little J for PB&J. And then there was another one that says book era, which I think Swifties are happy about, especially today after her big announcement yesterday that broke the internet. So we want to thank her for those. And that also added to the weekend being special. And while we're thanking people, I want to give a big shout out to Allison Burns, who she went above and beyond with the planning in Atlanta, making sure all of the everything, I can't even narrow it down, from the author bags to the cookie cake to helping pack up the food at Margaret Mitchell House, along with Leah, who designed the logo for the weekend, and also Andrea and Donna. They were drivers. I want to give a shout out to my parents because they were drivers too. My dad came, which is rare. And it was just a great time, everyone helping each other. But there's no way we could have done it without Molly, Amber, and our Atlanta planning team. So thank you guys so
Absolutely.
much for making it special.
So,
Yeah.
Lisa, I think it's time for another giveaway. And this one is really special.
I think you may be right. It is special.
Okay. This is one of
Getting
the
loony.
same bags that that the
I'm just
authors
loopy.
received this weekend.
Yay!
And it's whoops, wait.
Oh,
It's an author bag.
And I'm
for
not
a
going to
book club
show you
member.
what's in it because I want it to be a surprise when you receive it. Let me just
Ooh,
say it's pretty cool.
it's pretty cool. Do you
very
want to
cool.
show
So,
one thing?
okay,
Maybe show the one thing.
which one thing?
The
Can you
the
give me a
one that
hint?
made me tear up
Oh,
on Saturday.
okay.
Just that. It's a water bottle with our special anniversary logo on it. So cute. There's a lot of goodies in there. Okay, I am going to do
Spin
another
the wheel.
round of spin the comments. And the winner is Barbara Wojcik. Yay!
Yay.
Her memory is Molly. I was so happy when I got to meet you in real life.
Oh,
We felt the same way when we met Molly the
same.
first
Yeah.
time in real life.
That's
Back
awesome,
at
So,
you,
Barbara,
Barbara.
DM us your address or Brenda, and she will send it to you. And you know what? I'm going to do a pop up giveaway too. It's going to be this book,
See, I told you you
Haven't
had one.
Killed. I know. Haven't Killed in Years by Amy K. Green. This was one of our books. It's an advanced reader copy. It's on sale November 18th, so you're getting a little sneak preview. And this was one of the books from Berkeley. So we're going to do this. I'm going to throw in a Friends and Fiction Book Club sticker and maybe some other stickers and a cool bookmark. And I don't know, you might get something else surprising in there. Who knows what I'll throw in there? So, the winner of the Lisa's Lost Her Mind giveaway is not looking.
Yeah, this is an exciting new way to pick
And
winners.
It is.
I know it's just funny. I'm trying to go back to the older comments, and it's tough. Tough, tough, tough. Okay, here we go. Oops, I can't do that. I keep trying to land on my own Spotify.
Well, you can't do that. So,
Maybe I should have Molly pick one. No, I won't put that on you because then you have to pull up the chat. Okay, I'm going to do this again. Here we go. I probably need music. Do, do, do. And the winner is Christina Egan.
Yay,
5 years of
Christina.
FFDC. Making of Champions. I have serious FOMO. New friends. Well, now you don't have to have FOMO because you won. So please DM me your address and I will ship this out to you. This has been so fun. I wish Amber could have joined us.
I know,
She's
I hate that. And
outside.
I know.
she did so much work the weekend from photographs to marshaling all those books downstairs on the hotel
And
cart.
keeping the book
Keeping
swap
it
going
moving.
with rounds, like round one, round two.
Yep.
We had so many rounds. She was a lifesaver, as was Molly. Like you guys. Yeah, it's still out. She doesn't have self-service either. So she's like, I don't know if you got this. Oh, she was standing outside trying to
Oh,
wait for
well,
it's so
Amber,
hot
after you watch
here.
it, put your comments in the chat for everybody. But
Yeah.
just know that we appreciate you so much for everything that you did.
Yes. Thank you, Amber.
Yes. And I also want to quickly just give a shout out to all of our sponsors for the weekend and just the weekend supporters, the Atlanta History Center, Gray's Craze, which donated amazing charcuterie boards, Rhodes Family Bakery that did our cake, Allied Global Marketing, which gave us really cool swag. And actually, there's probably going to be some of that in when I send. And you know what? I'm going rogue again. I know we're all book people, but there's one movie that was a big deal this year, and it was called Sinners with Michael B. Jordan, who's my blanket boyfriend. So if you're a Sinners fan, put it in the chat and do hashtag Sinners. I have 3 tote bags. The first 3 people who put that hashtag, if you like that movie or you're interested, I will send you a Sinners tote bag, and it's super cute. So, okay, back to the thank yous. Angel Lane, Berkeley, Harlequin, Buff City Soap had great soap in the bags. Bode and Ev, Kensington Publishing, Poe and Company, Lazy Dog, the restaurant we had happy hour at, Le Meridian, the best hotel. They were so awesome. If you stayed there, please give them all the great reviews, and the staff, Jasmine and Annie, were fantastic. And of
And
course,
they
we could
even,
not. Oh, go
oh,
ahead.
I'm sorry. They even had the book library theme in the lobby that was beautiful.
Yeah, it was perfect. They had reading nooks, and it was just a great place. And we could not also have done it without Zibby Publishing and Zibby Bookshop. Um, Thanks to everyone who made this weekend such a success. We could not have done it again without Molly and Amber and the planning team, but we couldn't have done it without you guys. We've gone from 300 members, as Brenda mentioned at the beginning, and 5 years in, we're over 39,000 members and growing. So thank you guys for making our dream come true. And Molly, we
Thank,
love you
well, I love
so
you guys
much.
and thank you. Thank you guys. Both of you, it wouldn't be
Oh,
here without you.
thank you. That means a lot
It
coming
does.
from you. And I think to close it out, I think, well, we'll close it out quickly. Well, do you want to? Well, I don't know. I'm losing my mind. I'm taking a sip.
Okay, you take a step and pull yourself together. I'm sorry.
It's a tall order, PB. I don't know if I can do that.
Oh, goodness.
We do
Okay,
have
let's
a
create a
video.
plan. Let's
Yeah.
create a plan. Why don't we have our final element and then do a quick after show and make our announcements? How about that?
That sounds really smart.
All right, give me just a moment to make that happen.
Thank you guys for hanging out
And
with us.
and we'd like to close with a video from Ron. Let me know if there's no sound.
Hey, book clubbers, Ron Block. I'm so sorry I'm not with you all tonight to celebrate the success of the amazing weekend that Brenda and Lisa put together. And beyond that, everybody who was there really contributed a lot to the fun, to the fellowship, to the group hugs, to the talking about books, to the laughter, and just pure joy, which I think we can all use a little bit of right now. But even if you weren't there, you were there because we talked about you. But we not only talked about you, but we shared things through social media and things. So hopefully you felt like you were there. And I just want everybody to know that you are all a part of this amazing family. And Brenda and Lisa have taken the essence of Friends in Fiction and they've really pulled it in as their own and created their book club community in a way that just I can't ever think of another organization that's been so loving, so kind, and just all together. So I want to raise a little toast here with my raspberry tea to Brenda and Lisa and to the book club. Here's to another 5 years.
Cheers, Ron.
I love Ron.
I do too. And I have to say, Saturday night at the Margaret Mitchell House, he introduced us, which is definitely something new. We don't do bios and,
Yes, that
we
was
read other
strange.
people's bios. It was a little strange listening to them read our bio. And he did an amazing toast Saturday night as well. We couldn't do it without him either. He stuck with us. He's the best happy hour co-host. So cheers to you, Ron. And cheers to all of you for watching. And I want to give a special shout out. Kristen Ness is in the chat.
Oh,
And
yay. Hey, Kristen.
thank
Long time
you.
no see.
Hey,
I know.
Kristen.
Thank you for making our weekend special and hanging out with us Saturday night in the Sweet Tea Social. we talked about it already. It was fantastic. So thank you so much for making it special. And we love you guys. So quickly, the announcements. We have a Saturday giveaway this Saturday with Vanessa Riley, who was hilarious last weekend during the Margaret Mitchell House. And we have book club on Monday night, as if we haven't kept you busy enough. We're going to discuss this fantastic gem right here, Confessions of a Grammar Queen. And I cannot wait. So that's Monday. And this Saturday, make sure you check out the page to have the opportunity to win some Vanessa Riley swag. She's pretty amazing. So any last words, Molly or Brenda?
Just thank you.
Thank you.
It was a
And we
wonderful
thank you,
weekend.
Oh, and we thank
Yeah.
you, book club members, for being the
Yeah.
fabulous community that you are. So I'm going to leave it with happy reading.
And I'm going to say PB&J and Molly out.
Out.